touch that dial. Watch this exciting scene from today's four-part story of Underdog. Here it comes now.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is... Who? What?
Let me see that book. It says here that if the victim hears his own name, his memory will return.
But everybody will call him by his first name as soon as they see him.
Exactly. So we'll have to disguise him. Now, this sweet, harmless little old lady... Simon says, hands up. All right, Cad, fill the wheelbarrow full of money. This will be the most spectacular bank robbery in history. Now let's go.
Stop there! There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
That underdog, he stopped me again. I have to take care of him once and for all. Cannons are no good. Machine gun bullets just bounce off him. Dive bombers? No.
Gee, boss, the only way to get rid of him is if he'd forget he's Underdog.
That's it. Let me look in the fiendish machinery book. Here it is. Amnesia machine.
What's amnesia?
Amnesia is when people forget who they are. Now, let's see. Finished. Now to try it out. Get me a volunteer.
Here he is.
What's all this about?
We're taking your senses. Sit down. Now, what's your name?
John Smith,
Where do you live?
22 Main Street.
Well, Simon says, forget it. What's your name?
Puddintain. Ask me again, I'll tell you the same.
Good. Where do you live?
I live in a tree as high as the moon. I think.
Splendid. It works. You show the gentleman out. Now to try it on Underdog.
Wait a second, boss. I was reading here in the book, and it said this machine won't work on people with hard heads.
Better run a test. Use the hardest head I know. Sit down, Cad.
But wait,
Simon says sit down.
Didn't feel a thing.
Back to the old drawing board. Here's a good one. The forget-me-net. When dropped over the victim, it instantly makes him forget who and what he is. Perfect. Directions. Take one large fishnet, soak it overnight in a solution of uranium. Now to see if it works. Cad, get me a volunteer.
Here he is.
What is the meaning of this?
We're conducting a survey. Name?
Professor Heinrich von Hein.
Occupation?
Arithmetic teacher.
Good, good. How much is 2 times 2?
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8.
Simon says, forget it.
Was ist los?
What's your name?
Oh, it's, Sam?
Occupation?
It's, a butcher? And a baker? The candlestick maker?
How much is 2 times 2?
33. 11 to 6.
It works. Show the gentleman out, Cad. Now, to try it on Underdog.
forget-me-net make Underdog forget who he is? And if he does forget, what will happen? There's a thrilling time ahead in our next exciting episode. In our last episode, Simon Bar Sinister had built a forget-me-net, which would make Underdog forget who he was.
But how are we going to get near enough to Underdog to throw the net over him?
Simple. We'll just commit a fiendish crime, and when Underdog comes to the rescue, we'll throw the net over him. There it is, Cad. Timpany's jewelry store. Hand me the brick, please.
Brick.
Thank you. Grab the jewels. Stay where you are.
Call Underdog.
That's right. Call Underdog.
But at that very moment, Underdog was busy out in the Pacific Ocean taming a typhoon.
Boy, what a haul. Look at all those sparklers.
Bah. I wanted Underdog, not diamonds. If I can just get rid of him, we'll have all the diamonds we can use. We'll have the whole world. Our next crime must be really fiendish. I know. We'll rob toy stores. Kids will never stand for that. Underdog will have to show up. All right, everybody, hands up. This is a robbery.
My, what a realistic toy. I wonder if it runs on batteries.
Simon says, hands up.
Oh, how cute. I must buy it for Johnny. Clerk, how much is the funny little monster?
Simon says, hands up. That's better. Cad, load up the truck.
You can't do that. Think of all the kids.
Why don't you call Underdog?
But once again, Underdog was occupied elsewhere, rounding up a band of pirates that had been robbing ships all over the world.
Look in the air. It's a plane.
It's a bird.
It's a frog.
A frog?
Not plane, nor bird, nor even frog. It's that meddling hero, Underdog. Shoot him down. We got him.
Again, he didn't show up. What are we going to do with all these toys?
Silence. I have to think. Sweet Polly. We'll capture Sweet Polly, and sooner or later, Underdog will have to come and rescue her.
And so, dear friends, that ends another news broadcast for this evening. I'll be back with you again tomorrow. Oh!
She won't be back tomorrow, or the next day, or the next. She won't be back at all unless Underdog comes to rescue her.
Will Underdog come to rescue Sweet Polly? Will he get caught in the forget-me-net? There's plenty of excitement ahead in our next episode. You'll see all of this Underdog adventure complete on today's show. And in weeks to come, you'll be seeing exciting scenes like this.
We stole Sweet Polly right out in front of millions of TV viewers. So it won't be long before Underdog comes to rescue her. And then we'll catch him with a forget-me-net.
There's no need to fear. Let me see. Who's here?
It worked. He's forgotten who he is. We'll have no more trouble with Underdog.
Underdog is here. Aha, Simon, you... there was something I wanted to say.
What's wrong, boss? All of a sudden he knew he was Underdog.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is... Who? What?
Let me see that book. It says here that if the victim hears his own name, his memory will return.
But everybody will call him by his first name as soon as they see him.
Exactly. So we'll have to disguise him. Now, this sweet, harmless little old lady, you sell apples. Cad, you tag along behind to make sure that he never hears the word Underdog.
There's no need to... Apples. Apples. Who'll buy my apples?
What about her?
Just push her out in the street. We don't need her anymore. Now get going. With him out of the way, I'm going to make a huge forget-me-net and drop it over Washington, D.C. They'll forget who they are, and I'll take over the country.
Buy apples from me, just 10 cents for 3. Buy apples from me.
Look out! Help! Look out! The truck is out of control. It's running wild.
When danger threatens, we should not be slow, so it's hippity-skippity, off I go.
Did you see that? Wow!
Yeah, little old lady. You must be as strong as...
Yeah! Nobody could stop a truck like that except...
Buy apples from me, just 10 cents for 3. Buy apples.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
It's a 5-alarm fire. Send for more trucks.
They're all out at another fire.
We can't stop it. It'll spread.
Young man, you needn't run and shout. It's just like a candle. I'll blow it out.
Wow. Did you see that?
Yeah, just like...
The only person I know who could do that is...
Buy apples for me, just 10 cents for 3.
Look! That window washer! He's falling!
When people fall, just lend a hand and stop the fall before they land.
Gee, little old lady, you must be as strong as...
Meanwhile, Simon had finished his huge net.
Done! Done! It'll cover the whole city of Washington.
Will Simon drop the forget-me-net on the whole city of Washington? How can Underdog possibly stop him? The answer lies ahead in our next episode. Simon had made a huge forget-me-net to make the whole city of Washington forget who it was.
It's so big, I'll need help to fold it up. Come in, Cad.
Yes, boss.
Come at once. I need you.
But what about Underdog?
Forget him. It's too late for him to do anything. Come on. All right, Cad, start folding.
Meanwhile, Sweet Polly, wandering around trying to remember who she was, came across Underdog.
You remind me of someone. The face is the same. Tell me, miss, what is your name?
Alas, kind old lady, I can't remember my name.
We can remember. It's easy to do. We'll just start with the A's and go right on through. Is it Annie Abyssinia? Alice Ampersand? Abigail Asphodel? Amelia Amberjack? Agatha Antipasto?
Fold! Fold! Fold!
Fold. Fold. Fold.
Is it Mary Margaret Mushroom? Moira Moosemoss? Millicent Matzo Mimi Melodious? Mamie Mistletoe? Molly Moo Cow?
Fold! Fold! Fold!
Is it poor Polly Pickles? Neat Polly Purebred? Poor Polly Sweetbread? Polly Wally Doodlebread? How about Sweet Polly Purebred?
That's it. That's who I am. Sweet Polly Purebred. And you are...
I'm Apple Mary, don't you see? Apples, 10 cents for 3.
Good grief, he has amnesia. I must bring him out of it so he can stop Simon Bar Sinister. A good blow in the head should do it.
Here now, what are you going to do to that little old lady?
That's no little old lady. That's...
You don't say. Here, let me.
Here now. And what do you two think you're going to do with that little old lady?
That's no little old lady. That's... Come on.
You don't say. Here, let me.
From me, 10 cents for 3.
Oh, it's no use. He can't remember that he's Underdog.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Polly explained that Simon was up to something, and Underdog, using his powerful X-ray vision, quickly located Simon and Cad.
We're almost over Washington. We'll dump this net out, and it will cover the whole city. They'll forget who they are.
When the country's in danger, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go.
Look, boss. Underdog.
Speed of sound, Underdog grabbed the falling forget-me-not and, making it into a bag, caught Simon and Cad and gently deposited them on Earth.
Who are you funny-looking little monster?
And who are you, you big dumb ox?
And so, with Simon and Cad caught in their own forget-me-net, the country was safe once more, and people could look up and say,
"Look in the sky, it's a plane." "It's a bird."
It's a frog.
A frog? Not plane, nor bird, nor even frog. It's just little old me, Underdog.
Now, as our hero of heroes goes about his everyday good deeds, we're glad to know that in today's story, somehow, Underdog came through again. But what about next week? Here's a scene from next week's show.
Let's jump them all together. You can't get us all. That's it. Race them all at once. When the earth needs milk, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go.
What happened here? Looks like a storm struck.
It was Underdog over Cat. Somehow he got all his power back, and he beat us up and took all the cows, and Sweet Polly took...